Sorry, this is really badly lit. I want to say something really fast here. I have recently committed. I just want to say something really fast here. I have recently completed count 'em, one freelance job editing. And now I'm, Mr. Moneybags who has $200. This is in sort of direct opposition to my previous video where I had $200 in cash on my desk and I didn't think of it as real money because I only think of digital money as being real money. The contributing factor here being that the money that my friend paid me to edit their video is digital from the beginning, so it feels like real money, right? Sorry, the framing is going to be all over the place. There's going to be a little click from the focusing, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So I wanted to say something really fast, is that now that I have $200, I feel like real Mr. Moneybags, and I feel like I should use that money to buy more, like, gear, right? I want to buy a light that is better, but they're like $800. I want to buy a mic that charges versus USB via USB. Different Latin word, via versus. I want to buy a little cage that I can put around my camera that I don't need. I want to get a little handle for the top of it, and I can really only do that with a cage. But anyway, the thing that I was thinking about when I was looking through the Small Rig website is the reason that San Francisco is a rich place and Alaska isn't is that everyone during the Alaska gold rush left from the port of San Francisco. And in San Francisco, they bought all of their wheat and grain and barley and other beer ingredients and shovels and picks and shit, right? And they bought it from Californians in San Francisco. And so all of their money from the whole country funneled through this one port and eventually left through that one point, right? But none of that money made it to Alaska because once they got there, they were in the gold rush and they fucking died, right? Like, this is one of the things that, California will really sell you on the gold rush, and some small touristy towns in Alaska will sell you on the gold rush. But the story of the gold rush is that people spent a lot of money in California and Washington and then fucking died, right? And the reason that Alaska is poor today is because the oil companies basically throttle any other industry that isn't oil. But the fundamental reason is because there isn't that sort of industry by the time that people had gotten there, literally in the gold rush, right? Like, you can go to San Francisco and buy a $4 million, that's really an understatement, but you can buy like a really beautiful Victorian mansion, right? But you can't, because the person who built that house built it with the money of people who were going to Alaska to die, right? And the people who sell little cages for your DSLRs or new microphones or lights to YouTubers are those people in San Francisco. They are not the Alaskans. They are not the people who are risking their lives in the gold rush, right? Not that YouTube is a gold rush, as my mom has recently informed me. YouTube is dead because she sort of found out about the sort of latest batch of YouTube drama. But anyway, the point is that the people who are selling the cameras and the lights and the microphones and the little funny cages so you can mount more shit on your camera, those are the people making money, not the people making videos. Anyway, this is my announcement video for my new line of filters. I'm just kidding. I'm not Peter McKinnon. Anyway, I was just thinking about that because my company, such as it stands, has almost no income because I've not been producing any content. But I don't have any business money, essentially. I live with my parents. I'm not going to starve, but like, I don't have any money coming in. And whenever I feel like I have a little bit of money, I always want to spend that money right away on a little cage or a different kind of microphone or a new light that isn't quite so harsh. but I'm not sure that that's the right thing to do. I mean, I don't know what the right thing to do is, other than get into selling shovels, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. But it feels like the right thing to do because you're quote unquote reinvesting in your business, right? Well, my business has made $400 total, not counting my recent what's it called, freelance gig. There isn't a conclusion. I was just sort of thinking about it. Anyway, if you want to make money online, sell shovels.